Hey everybody, this is Ahdoom, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Let's Play Darkest Dungeon Crimson Court, where in this episode we're going to be questing back into the cove, this time to end the Alluring Siren and earn ourselves some sanguine snuff, which I think is going to be really darn handy as and when we have the curse return. In the meantime, I'm going to be looking for a couple of opportunities to level up some level 4s up to 5s and make sure I'm in a good place to take out that Shrieker the next time he comes along and makes my life a misery. And yeah, everyone should already have curios. Yes, they do. Again, seem to have lost a couple of ones that were really awesome because I think I left the Shrieker too long. What we will do, though, on this party is bring along 3 medicinal herbs. Those holy waters I can kind of live with or without. 2 skeleton keys, 2 shovels. In fact, only 1 skeleton key because key-based items aren't that common in the coves. Shovels are more useful. And then finally, let me think through. Not going to bother with bandages. Not going to bother with holy water. I think that's the lot, unless I've had a bit of a brain fart. Nope, that's it. Could bring anti-venom, but it's not really super critical. Let's just bring along a stack of torches and some change there, as well as a stack of food and a bit more. I know why my inventory feels empty. It's because I'm not packing blood along, because I've cleared the curse. How lovely. Alright, let's get in there.
In financial desperation, I struck a bargain with the ancient things that surfaced in search of sacrifice when the moon was right. Their price was the delivery of an obscure idol, and one other item of more troubling portent.
Let me guess.
Struck. My newfound accomplices slipped silently beneath the brackish water. A fearful stirring at the edge of the torchlight betrayed a familiar witness, and gifted me with malign inspiration.
Yeah, so you kind of just sell out anyone that has any esteem for you. That's kind of how it goes. You're the guy that murders people at parties because you're just that bored. Man, my ancestor is just a huge jerk.
I wondered what became of the unfortunate little waif.
Well, I think we already know what became of her. In any case, we don't need to be completionists about this dungeon, but it doesn't mean we can't progress through. The Siren will be very much the last battle that we have to see, and given that there's no connection here, we're going to kind of be clearing out this dungeon from start to finish, so we may as well just load up on loot if we can. Again, what we're looking for particularly is going to be Eerie Coral, because Eerie Coral is awesome. Question I have, okay, great, that's why I brought that extra shovel. Yep, let's use it. Nice. And that's a pretty mediocre haul, but I'm not going to complain it too much. Stay in. Oh, trap.
Ancient traps lie in wait.
Yes, they do.
Sprung and thirsting for blood.
Wow, that dodge debuff is going to be there for a while. Fortunately, we have a long way to walk back. And it's just an empty room. Could have probably skipped off that entire side passage, to be honest. So I might actually just do that for the next one as well. But I'll be a completionist. I have a Vestal. I can boost my torch as and when the need arises. And yeah, kind of press on to the dungeon. Hey, can I ask you guys a question? I'm sure not everyone that is watching now is going to be one of my regular subs, but you know, both for those that are and those that aren't, do I post videos too often? I've kind of got a bit of downtime right now because I'm between contracts, and you know, I like playing this game, and so I'm playing it and I'm capturing it and I'm having a good time, and you know, I've got an audience building, which is really awesome and humbling as well. But I'm just kind of putting things up as often as I can because I'm free. But are you finding that I'm putting videos up too often? Am I like saturating your subscriber feeds? Is that annoying? You know, am I appearing too often in search? Am I being irrelevant? Tell me, because if you don't want me to post these as often, I'm happy to backlog them and then just do them 1 a day rather than 2 or 3 a day, as and when. Any case, take a shock, and the Warriors drops down, which is going to be a slight problem debuff as well there, and a stun. It's not a fantastic start to the round. What we can do, though, is try and focus on the people who pose the greatest risk, and while that Brawler is a target, actually, I could get the kill on him, but I want to focus down on that Enchantress because I'd rather not take stress if I can avoid it. Imposter's active on the Highwayman, and that's going to pay some massive dividends in just a few moments. Rent for the Old Gods, and psh, there's that dividend I was talking about there. Beautiful. And while we've taken some bleed damage, I'm not too concerned about it. Stress levels aren't really a factor at the moment, so we'll slice off and get the kill on the Enchantress. Done, and done ski. Right, and let's finish off this Gladiator now that we have the chance. That's taken care of. Everyone's got a little bit of damage on them, but it's not too much of a concern, to be entirely honest. I'm going to do a point-blank shot because the chance to bleed is irrelevant, and I may as well just shuffle back to first positions. And with that said, Shocker will go down to the Jester. Critical 3, which is going to be a bit of a problem for stress, but not really a problem for life. Vestal's turn, probably just going to do a party heal. Yep, and up by 4s all around, not too shabby. And let's just finish things off now with our Crusader. Done. What's the haul? Pretty good haul, actually.
Foolish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Pretty good haul. Alright, let's check what's behind this door here. See what we have to see. Yep, and it's a Bulwark, a Gladiator, a Madman, and a Wide Mouth. Accusation goes down on the Jester for 2 damage and quite a bit of stress in form of horror. I hate horror. Alright, let's consider our options carefully. That Madman has already had his turn. I could probably finish off. Let's go for the Gladiator. Crit for 21. Beautiful stuff there, and he's got 1 hit point left. If I can do a chain attack with the Jester, that'll be fine by me. Don't even need to. I don't even need to. Oh, beautiful. Now that bleed is pretty epic. I might actually focus a heal on that Highman, just especially because I don't have any healing trinkets on the Vestal in this match. Great dodge there. And Barnacle Barrier goes down to that Wide Mouth. That's acceptable. It is acceptable. It's not ideal, but it is acceptable. Let's drop a Smite down because it's the best of all available options. 3 damage taken, and that isn't too shabby by any measure. Next up, we can consider our options in terms of stress, or we can do a chain attack, which will be quite beneficial. Quick cough there, sorry guys. And again, let's try and open a vein. Our resistance is really, really, really high, but we may as well just do some damage if we can. Nope, he resisted, but his bleed resist has been reduced. My riposte will be inactive in a few brief moments, but I will try yet again for a chain bleed. Unfortunately, the Madman dodges, but the bleed does take it this time on that Bulwark. Great dodge by the Vestal. Yet again, that Wide Mouth is doing nothing of use this turn beyond being guarded, and Accusation goes down on that Jester. We're going to need to... whoa, 8 stress per turn. Okay, it's going to be all stress all the time on our friendly neighborhood Jester. In the meantime, I'm not going to drop a stun. I'm going to heal up that Highwayman because he still has 8 damage to come, unfortunately. A bit more damage taken off that Bulwark. And this round isn't really playing out fantastically, to be honest. Octocestus goes down, we get the riposte in, and it's a critical to boot, which is lovely stuff. No bleeds taken, and we are looking shiny, at least for the moment. Accusation goes down on the Jester, and again, that stress is just so nasty. So nasty. Alright, let's try for the bleed. It's a crit again, 6 damage. Our riposte has expired, but at least this guy is taking some hits. Another dodge in the Vestal. I love this camouflage cloak. It is freaking epic. What I will do though is we drop a judgment on this Madman to stop any more stress coming through. Good critical there, and hopefully that... Nope. I was hoping it would spread to the Jester, but it did not, unfortunately. Let's just start inspiring tunes, because I don't want to take the chance of a virtue check, even with all of our stats the way that they are. Okay, let's keep on keeping on. Strike-wise, crit for 7, which is not shabby, and this guy's dead in his first action. Yep, done, and Wide Mouth is now open and ready for killing. What we might just do, though, is actually spend a few turns faffing, because I've got bleeds running. We're in turn 4, but I can afford to not be in. Stuns can be done by that festival without any difficulty whatsoever. Okay, Seaward Slash goes down for 11. Damn it! Alright, that takes the Vestal out of the action for a few turns. Let's, start boosting the health once again on that Highwayman. This will probably kill him. The alternative is to do a stress and life heal, which works out just a treat. 4 damage removed, 13 stress gone, and I still have 16 more stress to come. But we'll have to just live with that. Let's get a riposte active regardless. And a Seaward Slash goes down this time on the Crusader, who takes 12 damage, which is relatively nasty in the grand scheme of things, but I've got a feeling that I should be able to faff my way to safety from this point onwards. Alright, only 8 more stress to come, but that's doable. Let's get a Divine Grace going on the Highwayman, and it's only 6 this time. Man, I'm so used to having like Junior's head mounted to these Vestals that the heals just feel so horribly weak in comparison when it's not there. Right, gonna shuffle back to first positions. Gonna activate Holy Water on... Well, I'm gonna use 1 Holy Water on the Crusader because it is his job to be the meat shield. The question is, whether it's going to be worth my while to go down this route. And I think, well, it's the torch, so at least it's paid for itself. Torchlight-wise, we'll get a battle in place, and we'll see what comes of it. Yep, in dim light instantaneously, which is frustrating. Wish I could, like, tweak that without wasting a torch, but stress wave goes down, but everyone dodges fabulously. Let's get a riposte going on that frothing madman. He'll probably get his next turn in, but if the Jester comes in first, we can probably take him out. 4 damage, and bleeds will seal the deal. Beautifully done, and we get a free bleed on that wide mouth as well as a few small points of damage. Torchlight's looking okay because we've had to buff it. What we will do, though, is probably drop a party heal just to try and top some people off. Rolls pretty low, but again, we can live with that. Great dodge from the Crusader there, avoiding some strikes, and it's the wide mouth's turn to try again. Great dodge. Fantastic dodges there from the Crusader. We can try and either kill off this wide mouth, and that's actually a pretty good call. Let's make that happen. Crit for 29, and that body just shuffles straight down the line. The Oracle is ready to get killed, but not until I take out this wide mouth. 19 damage, not quite enough, but nearly there. Now, the question I have to ask myself is, should I bother with stress, or should I just take... No, let's deny them a turn. Denying them a turn will buy me time, and all this guy's going to drop on me is a ceremonial cut. It's only 5 damage, and I've got the health to spare. Let's start getting those heals going again, and it's a beautiful critical for 14 hit points. Crusader is completely topped off. Let's get some smites going. Not quite enough to get the kill on the Oracle, but there is another turn coming, and unfortunately, the Jester is going to be able to do a bit of good, but with a party buff, we might just get the speed to get in the first strike. Not quite good enough, but it's a dodge on the Crusader regardless. His turn is wasted and useless. You know what, I actually might just faff things through. Yeah, I might just faff things through. I'm only in turn 3, so we'll just do a quick move rather than attack and drop a heal on that Highman to get him an extra couple of hit points. Now in the Crusader's turn, it's game over for the Oracle. Nice.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Do need portraits really badly. That's actually like my mission right now, is to get portraits. I'm going to drop those jades as well in favor of those busts, because they will come in eminently useful in the near immediate future, and it may well be camper clock. Let's do a quick shuffle by value, because I'm a bit pedantic that way. There we go, there we go, there we go. I'm feeling better about that layout. Don't ask me why I do these things, I just do. It's silly, it just makes the game feel nice and right for me. In any case, let's press on. All we're going to be doing with this room is immediately doubling back. Oh my goodness, and we may as well use that torch right now before we take any additional stress. That Jester though, that Jester, he's got extra stress no matter what we do. That's fine, that's fine. Let's check down this route and see what we have in store for ourselves. Should we be using one of our last 2 shovels? The answer is yes. I want the gold. And everything aside from the crests stack. Now, what do I feel like I can afford to give away? I'm actually doing pretty okay for crests right now. I don't want to throw out a key, and I certainly don't want to throw out torch or medicinal herbs just at this stage, but it may well be time for us to camp in the next empty room to get our buffs in order to fix our torchlight.
The path is clear.
Right, who has
You require only the strength to follow it.
2, 3, you'll have the best chance. Yes, you do. Alright, let's disarm. Done, and Dunsky. Of course, the next inventory slot might just well be a torch, but we will have, well, I think it's a scattered room. We should know shortly. Nope, it's an empty. Scouting does come through, though, for the next few rooms, and we do spot some traps. Let's keep pressing on regardless, and we'll make a decision about our inventory situation as soon as we have to, really.
The match
Here we go.
is struck. A blazing star is born.
And here is our chance for some treasure. Let's drop some medicinal herbs in here and see what we get. Whoa!
A reward for a task well performed.
And the AI is not smart. It is not smart. It wants to leave behind the jute tapestry. That makes absolutely no sense. Now, that 500 gold, I already have a Drifter's Buckle. I don't need more, and that 500 gold will become more gold really, really quickly. Similarly, yeah, that's all we can really do. What I'm probably going to do at this stage is camp in the next room. Again, not going to use a torch just at this particular second. I could wait for slightly longer, but again, I'm going to be guessing there's some pretty good loot coming my way, so I just want to, again, get all the buffs I'm going to need. Let's get a repast going, which I don't even need to.
An uneasy companionship.
Let's just get in half a meal and have no penalties, we'll get all the action points that we initially expected. We will prevent ambush and increase our chance of surprise. We'll then... We don't have enough stress to justify any stress things. That's fine. Self-only? Yep, don't mind if I do. What do you have? Let's increase your accuracy and dodge, because you've been the one who's been taking a few hits and getting lucky on the dodges, and we have 1 point left, which we cannot spend. It's time to carry on. Now, I'm really hoping for a few eerie corals.
Purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
But there's a battle to come first. Get the surprise on them, though, which that camp has certainly helped me do. Let's start with some back row damage on that Oracle. 14 damage taken, and we should be able to finish these chaps off with the Jester. Boom, shakalaka, and hopefully a free bleed. Nope, not quite. Can't have it all. Can't have it all. Let's get a stun going regardless on the chap with the most hit points, though. Yeah, 30% chance to resist. That's pretty good odds. And it takes, and our light is buffed up nicely. Let's take out the remaining guy. Boom, and we have another free round of wailing on this chap. Let's have a look-see. Can't do very much the Jester. Could party buff, but we may as well just do some like minor reductions in stress. It is kind of a waste of a turn, but it's less of a waste than doing nothing, right? Point blank shot, back to first positions, and everything is dead. Dead, and deaded, and I feel vindicated in my choice to get rid of that buckle. We've already made a profit on it. Now I'm going to leave that chest. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to pick it up, but I'm going to pick it up on the chap with the highest bleed resist. That's 70. That's 70. Oh, keep going. That's 70. If anyone has a hotkey to cycle through these guys... Oh, there is one. Oh, of course there is. Right, that makes more sense there. Everyone has a 70 bleed resist. Let's just take the chance on the guy with the most hit points. Nothing inside, and that's just fine. I want to keep that shovel in reserve in case we hit an obstacle, because if I could not get past an obstacle and I entered a boss bash stress, I would feel foolish. Alright, a wide mouth, a stinger, a wide mouth, and an oracle, and we have the element of surprise, which is just fantastic for me. The question really is, who should I be focusing on, because that oracle is not going to be an easy kill. Regardless of that, I'll probably finish him off with the Vestal's Judgment Strike. What I will do, though, is probably do a party buff at this stage, just to get some decent things going, because the bleed resists we've got on these guys are relatively high, and while it will do damage, I won't do full damage, and it would be better to get better crits. Let's get that Judgment going right there tonight in return and avoid any stress. That way we can keep our Jester in reserve for doing epic stress heals. We'll also take the best chance for an insta-kill that we can on that Stinger. Unfortunately, it doesn't roll out the way we need. Sharp goes down to the Vestal. She takes 2 damage and will probably stun. Yep. Okay, that's completely fine. And then a Seawood Slash on the Hyman. But no good deed goes unpunished. Let's try again. 5 damage on the Jester, but we have the right move on the Crusader to take care of those position-based problems. What I will do, though, is try and get the kill on that Stinger before it has a chance to act. Nice. And, yep, no extra bleed. That's completely fine. Point-blank shot to get the kill in, and that's just tickety-boo. Spearfishing goes down on the back row. Sorry, on the third position, but it's dodged. Our Crusader is adjusted to fly for this particular Rabbi, and this should be the round. Beautiful critical hit, and that stress is banished away. Alright, happy to pick up those crests. Happy to pick up these ones as well, and let's check what is inside of this chest. Hidden compartments, and... oh, portraits everywhere. And you know what? Portraits are more important to me than a lot of things right now. Let's get rid of some medicinal herbs. I might regret that, but I do need portraits. I do need portraits. Now let's quickly go back to first positions. Jolly good, we're all ready to go, and let's press on. No scouting, unfortunately, so we'll just have to make do, and this is why I kept that shovel.
Mariner, another misfortune.
You know, I kind of felt in my waters that would be coming. Don't ask me how I knew. Well, invariably there'll be like 2 obstacles in every dungeon. There may be 3, so that's why you bring 3 shovels in the cove. Anyway, pressing on, we've got 2 curios, and again, unfortunately, we do not have the opportunity to medicinal herbs that item, but let's have a look at our blight resists. 70 and 30, 80 and 20, 80 and 30. Yep, it's going to be on Dismas, that's for sure. Let's take the chance. It's a trap. but no consequences. No consequences at all. Alright, let's keep on keeping on. We know we have a battle coming up right next, so we'll get into Radiant and then check the sack. Just a bit of gold. That's always handy. Oh, Uka Crusher. Is it a Ua Crusher or an Uka? I think it's an Uka Crusher. I hate these guys. I hate these guys so much. Their bleeds are so nasty, and I have no bleed cures. But rather than starting damage early on this chap, I'm going to have to take my chances on that energized stinger because, and this is important, I need every single turn to make sure that I can take out these guys. Now, unfortunately, a chain attack isn't going to do me a bit of good. His bleed resistance is really damn high, so what I'm going to do to start things off is get a party buff going. Might seem like a bit of an odd thing to do, but the crit chances are where it is all about at this stage of the game. We'll do as well as probably try and get some strong damage. That maggot can drop a stun on me as well, which is regrettable. Those debuffs are pretty epic, but again, we're going to focus on no more than 2 guys at a time. We should really only ever be focusing on just the one. And as much as this is going to be a bit redundant, no, can't reach, it's fine. Done. You're taken care of at least. And that just tops off the Vestal's health. Arterial Pinch goes down. It's a crit for 3, and that damage is going to be insane. Yeah, that's 40 damage. That's nuts. Brine is dodged, fortunately, and every single turn for almost all of my people is going to be spent on just keeping this guy alive. Fortunately, I get the insta-kill on, on that maggot, but my god, I just need to focus down. Crit chance is going to be everything for the heals that I need, so we're going to keep buffing that up. It's less about the actual damage we're going to do and more about the heals at this stage. See, those crits are just critical. Crit for 10, that goes up, and we're only just correcting for the damage we've just taken. Let's keep striking down this guy. 38 out of 61 hit points. I hate these guys. Tattle Slam goes down for 9 damage, and 6 is taken back at riposte. No stun, fortunately. That makes a huge amount of difference. Let's keep going with the crit chances, because we need our Vestals to be performing at peak ability, given that we still have 16... Wow, so much damage to come through still. Still have 24 more damage, and we do not have that kind of damage available to spare. Let's get a riposte going. It's a crit for 21, and again, this is where party buffs really come into their own. And I'm getting really worried about only 6 up. Damn. Alright, so again, the problem is he's going to do that same attack again in a second, so let's just try and do whatever damage we can rather than spreading it out. Arterial Pinch this time, the Jester, 1 damage taken, and the bleed is not resisted. I don't know that I can survive this with these guys. Alright, let's do a point blank shot. 1 hit point left on this guy, and he's been pushed out of position, but I'm going to need to really carefully juggle hit points. You still have 16 damage coming, you still have 16 damage coming, and you only have 13 hit points. That is insane. Look, we have to faff. That's our only option at this stage. Unfortunately, we have both the Crusader and the Vestal to do some healing. Let's hope we get some criticals in, and it's only a 6, which is damn regrettable. We'll be down to 1 hit point. Let's keep pushing that up by 6 this time around, which is fantastic. Again, we'll be down by a good deal, and thank God we dodge. Thank God we dodge. Alright, let's... If I take the hit now, then we'll still survive, but only just. We'll have to spend most of our food before that boss bash. And we're going into a rune battle as well. Let's... No, we have to take him out. There's no option. There's no option. Alright, let's walk carefully. This could be a real issue. Okay, so 1 bleed is cleared. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, you're a bit more survivable now. You got 1 more bleed coming, so that's all I can give you at this stage. And let's check what's behind this door. It's another Crusher. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Alright. No surprise, but that's okay. We can get things started early with, again, bleed resists are relatively high. Let's party buff to start things off. 14 hit points are all that I have on these guys. Wow. Need to avoid... Fine to take stress, but I need to avoid stuns if I can all help it. Need to avoid damage as well, but if I get a stun on my Vestal, I'm going to be in some really hot water. So let's boost that up now. That's 8 extra health. So far, so good. Not going to worry too critically about him. He's on 17, and that's workable. We'll take out that Stinger, though, just to avoid Yep, stress wave is fine. You just go ahead and do that. I'll kill you with the riposte. Oh my god, spearfishing on the jester, and he dodges, which is fantastic. And Seared Slash goes down, dodge and damage. Alright, we're gonna live through this, guys. We're gonna live through this, I think. Might suffer a hunger check more than we want to, but that's gonna be just fine. Let's keep that battle bell going so we get the first strikes in with everyone. Point blank shot, don't mind if I do. It's only one attack for us to have to deal with in the next turn. And I think a focused heal on the Highwayman is going to be the order of the day. He's up to 22. They're both up to 22. Let's do a focused heal again on that Highwayman. Up by 12. That's a beautiful heal. Alright, spearfishing on the Vestal. 6 damage taken. And you know what? That's completely fine. We can live with that move change. In the meantime, what we will do is waste a turn. No, we won't. We'll activate Riposte. And if you get to kill in the next turn, that's going to have to be fine. Do a stress relief there on the... Yep, Highwayman down by 7, and we're looking dandy, and it's a focused heal on the Jester. Only 7, but it's going to get him closer to a full of 36, especially with help from someone. The question is, let's get that on the Vestal. 6 up. There we go, spearfishing once again on the Jester, 5 damage taken, and we need that Vestal to be healing him up, that is for certain. Let's drop a party buff to maximize your chance to crit that heal out of the park, and we're just going to point blank shot. This Crusader can take out the wide mouth in the appropriate moment. Crit for 12, that's what I want to see, and we are pretty much topped off. Let's call time. Done, Dunsky.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Gonna leave that blood behind, which might make some of you scream in anguish, but I've got a Sanguine Vintners. I've been building up my blood bank. Yes, I've been building up my blood bank. That is an appropriate use of the language. I've been building up my blood bank for quite a few turns, and yeah, things should be fine. Now, it was a bleed that came through, but the bleed resist was fine on the fish carcass. Let's have a look. Only digested fish, that's not a problem at all. Trap is dodged, very fortunately. Yet another fish for us to have a play with the innards of. And let's see, dangerous infection, and the red plague is awful. But survivable, which is exactly how it's just going to be, how it has to be. That's just how it's going to have to be. Now, if we get lucky, there was going to be no obstacle. Oh, another trap. Wasn't scouted, we went to know. And, oh, that dodge debuff is awful. And all we get out of this is I was going to say, if RNGs chose to give me medicinal herbs at this point in time, I would be so grateful. Alright, that's our last pack of food, so we're going to have to make this short, sharp, and otherwise tight. Gladiator, wide mouth, Enchantress, and a wide mouth will be fine. Rend of the Old Gods goes down for full damage, and we're okay despite the bleeds. Let's get a duelist advance going on position 3 to prevent our stress from becoming a problem. Spearfishing on the Jester, who has that reduction to his dodge in ways which are terrible. And, yes, obscene. There, it's an obscene dodge reduction, -20. Anyway, let's get a decent riposte in there, no additional bleeds, and let's at least take out that wide mouth in this turn. Boom, it's done. Next up, we're going to do a focused heal on the Highwayman. Only 7 up. Again, that's what we get for not packing the right kind of trinkets, and you know what, let's do a slice off on this Enchantress to hope we get the kill. Bleed take. Yes, she's dead in her next action. That's fine by me. And that wide mouth is in range for a stun, should I choose to need one. Oh, crit for 14. That's terrible. And he's down to 15 hit points. That is actually genuinely the worst. At least we get a kill on that darned offensive monstrosity of a brawler, or a gladiator, I should say. Let's move this Jester into the back ranks where he can be hit, he can be killed, and he can make my life a misery. So I will faff by helping out his healing because it is necessary. There we go. 28. Best we can do. Can't reach this wide mouth at all. Yes, let me know about the leeches. Let's take care of that front row though, and make sure that the Crusader is going to be in a good place to do some damage there. Going to take care of some of his stress, Jester stress I should say. again, we're looking fine. Seaward Slash goes down on the Highwayman, 8 damage taken, which is pretty nasty, and yes, he is now our most favorite target for healing, up by 8. Need to absolutely make sure I'm bringing Junior's items, because it's just, the game is... It sounds strange to say, I have to bring like a dead Vestal's head with me wherever I go, but like, it's nasty without it. It's nasty without it. Seaward Slash goes down, gets dodged, and gets the guy self-killed. Not too shabby.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Let's take the chance of a trap on this heirloom chest on the Crusader. Okay, he gets the bleed, but that's fine. We're all going to be pretty low life as we enter in, but we do have a corridor battle to hopefully faff, really. That's what I'm going to be using it for, just faffing around to try and get my heals up as much as possible. And it's just a couple of cutthroats and Fusilier. We get the surprise on them. We have to make sure that we don't kill these guys too fast. It's my only requirement, my only proviso. Don't kill them too fast. Let's get that damage done. And 10 damage is made and taken. Let's do a focused heal up on the Jester. Alternatively, a party heal could be a potentially good call. Or alternatively, I could kill off one of these guys. The Jester can take care of that. Let's take care of the Jester instead. 8 up. And we're topped off nicely. In the Jester's turn, we will run a Chain Bleed, which may not be enough. Okay, Slice off the wind. 5 damage and no bleed. Damn. Right, that's actually surprising. That is surprising. 13 damage on that Cutthroat Outlaw. Wow. Wow, that was hard to say. And we'll be doing a focused heal on that Highwayman. I feel, yep, definitely will, with that bleed back again. Come on. Thank God. Alright, you left him alone. I'm grateful for it. Don't do that again. Oh my gosh, that is just terrible. Let's just do a move, because we need to actually spend some time staffing. Shank this time on the Vestal, and I'm fine with that. You do what you gotta do. Focus heal on the Highwayman, up by 7. Up by 7. Let's do that again as well with the Crusader when his turn comes around. Again, it's like my Crusader is actually my best healer right now. It's not actually the case, but it feels like it, because he's getting some pretty consistent shots over and above what I expect them to be delivering. Let's keep those heals going, up by 8, and the next heal, if we do want it all, and I'm thinking that we won't, will be a... Yeah, no, that's fine. Let's just take him out. Let's take him out. Let's take him out.
Victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Now, all we need to have happen is for us to just avoid a hunger check before we get to this door. Okay, that's happened. We're all a bit low on life. You know, we've seen better days, but we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Let's just get in and kill this Siren.
The aquatic devils have remade the poor girl in their image. She is their queen and their slave.
Right. Bleed resist is she's their queen and their slave. Wow, that's pretty ominous. Let's get a riposte going regardless. It's always a pretty strong opening move. And Song of Desire goes down on him. No riposte is available, and he will switch sides, which is going to be an absolute misery for me. Meantime, we'll do our best to try and get some bleeds going on her. 5 damage taken, and the bleeds suck as well. It's fine. Smite goes down. 15 damage, not a shabby start. She's down to 45. And Pressure Crash goes down, which is going to be some minor damage to everyone. Given the position of the Vestal, we could do focused heals, but a party heal is actually completely fine. Chance to stun, though, is actually relatively good-ish. But let's just try and get some heals going. 6 up for the Vestal, which is great. And we are very much still in the game. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to freak out. Open Vein. Okay. 13 damage, and a bleed, and it's substantial. Wow, I hate you so much. Right, Devour goes down. Oh, nasty, nasty damage there, but everyone else has hit points. Not the Jester, though. Not the Jester, though. Let's up you by 7 and keep you in the game. And let's keep those bleeds coming as unlikely as they are. 6 damage taken, and that bleed is stacking up to 8 now per turn, which isn't too shabby. Devour drops again, but everyone dodges. And when am I getting my Highwayman back, goddammit? You've had him for long enough. Good crit for 29 there, and thank you very much, guys. Thank you very, very much. I like that you liked borrowing him, but I'm just going to start using him immediately again, get that riposte going, and unfortunately, that bleed is nasty, but it can be helped. It can be helped. Alright, let's keep... Oh, good chops. Only 11, but this lady is down to 61 hit points. My Vestal is switching sides, and clearly the Siren goes both ways, and that's completely fine. Dazzling Light, don't riposte, good dodge, but my Highwayman is out of action for a turn, which is regrettable, especially if these things do some nasty damage, but it's a miss and 2 dodges, because my guys are just too beautiful. They're just too pretty. They're too pretty to get hurt. Yep, there you go. See? Just dodges, riposte. They're just too pretty to be injured. Judgment goes down the Crusader, 5 damage taken, and yeah, my Vestal heals herself up. That's a bit of a nasty Vampiric Strike, but I'll take it regardless. Slice off on that Siren, 6 damage taken, and she has 4 bleeds to come. Alright, High Tide goes through, and that's going to be a summon of a whole bunch of Doobers. Yep, that's annoying, but it does happen. Let's just keep our strikes going where they are the most important, which is on the Siren. Only 12 damage, 18 hit points left, and my Vestal comes back into the fold. Let's do a focused heal on that Jester while I get a chance. Only 6 HP up, but I'll take it regardless. Let's again do Duel's Advance, 12 damage taken, and she has 6 HP, which means she's down to 2. And this could well be the end for her. The Crusader will not switch sides. He is too pure and holy to take any of that guff. Alright, let's slice off, and actually she's already dead, isn't she? Yes, she's already dead, she just doesn't know it. Let's take care of some stress on the Vestal. That's fine. That is your job. Yep, de-stress people. Seaward Slash, dodge, and really great damage there. And the Siren is dead and buried. These guys, though, will not die. They will not go quietly into the night. What we will do, though, is increase our torch, increase our health, and reduce our stress in strange and mysterious ways. And hopefully, faff, until our stress is all gone. Again, we don't have to worry about hit points. It's just damage at this stage. We get all those hit points back as soon as things go back to base. Let's drop a party heal, just to keep everyone on the straight and narrow. Wasn't super necessary, to be honest, but again, I want to have probably one more Jester stress cure, and then I'll call time. Yeah, 21. And we're all looking much healthier and happier in every single conceivable way. Seaward Slash goes down, there's no riposte there. He'll take a hit and maybe some consequences, but I'm not too worried. Again, we're just going to party heal. We're going to use the Crusader's turn to reduce the stress on the Vestal, and next turn, we will kill him. Again, I just wanted to save myself some time in the Hamlet, as much as the stress is less of a factor with the Puppet Theater in place. Again, we just did take a faff penalty, but again, job's done, battle's won, and look at all these prizes. Now, blueprints are always worth keeping.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Oh, less stress if torch above 75 is good but not compelling, and everything else is worth more money to me. Let's just call time at this juncture, and yeah, get out of here. Right, that Siren is now dead and buried. She's sung her last. There we go. Just thought of that as I was playing. And we have about 23,000 in gold earned up, which is going to come in very handy. Oh my god, so many crests. 8 portraits, so we are catching back up after we spent them all, and 3 busts. Everyone is now 5. Everyone is also diseased. With ennui on Reynold, the Sirs gets Last Gasp, which is pretty handy. And the Org, as well as someone else picked up like the Red Plague or something. Lethargy on Dismas, man, that's nasty. And Brimo is afraid of the ruins, and is an infomaniac. Yeah, is an infomaniac. That makes complete sense for a Vestal. That makes complete sense for a Vestal, especially a Vestal that spent some time with the Siren.
The preponderance of rare and exotic injuries makes this place perfect.
Oh my god. This is going to be fantastic. Oh, Caregivers Convention. So much goodness. So much goodness. Alright, so Buron has the wasting sickness removed, but he has not had his other disease cured Black Plague is now gone on Bosk, Fergant is no longer subjected to dark temptations, and Billikot is no longer compulsive. We have a whole bunch of upgrades and a lot of things to do, most especially carefully considering who we throw into the sanitarium to have their very, very expensive locked-in quirks removed, and who will have all their diseases cured for free. For free, how wonderbar. Alright, and we are nowhere near any of our objectives for district upgrades because they're all too damn expensive. Oh, I mean, I could try and drop the training ring. I mean, crests come in pretty thick and fast. Performance Hall I can do right now, but to be entirely honest, the Jester having slightly more speed and doing more damage in the Finale attack is a bit of a meh, because I very, very rarely use Finale, to be entirely honest. I could make the Jester more versatile by not using the bleed attacks in certain kinds of dungeons, but it's expensive to upgrade. But, you know, at the same time, I've got the cash, and again, unfortunately, it's a bit of a bridge too far. I do have 3 blueprints, so the only thing that's holding me back in making this hamlet into a thriving metropolis, or at least a small hamlet with strange kind of like carnival outside of it, is just the heirlooms, which I will try to pick up now that the money situation has abated ever so slightly. In the meantime, guys, I'm going to end this video now. My name is Ahdoom. If you've liked this video, hit that like button for me. Any feedback, comments, or words of encouragement, get me down on the comments below. If you're a new person to this channel, there's a playlist on the screen right now, which should give you a chance to backtrack and see what you've missed up to date, and hit that subscribe button for me again. As always, if you're a repeat viewer, thank you so much for coming back, and I'll catch you guys next time.